This is the Entrepreneur on the Road, and we are in Mombasa County. We are here to get you inspiring, motivating stories from young entrepreneurs, and in turn, we hope that you can learn from the entrepreneurs that we're going to bring on the show while we are here. So stay tuned.
In recent years, Kenya has witnessed insecurity to an extent that it has been under numerous attacks that have left hundreds of innocent victims dead or maimed. Many of these attacks, largely targeting Kenyans, are fast becoming ordinary occurrences in Nairobi, the coast, and northeastern Kenya. This has seen the private sector and Kenyan government step up its efforts in ensuring security system is enhanced. Michael Lireri is one such entrepreneur who has ventured in the security industry. He quit employment and opted to initiate a security company as a long-term solution to the prevailing insecurity problems in the coastal region.
I was employed, I and my partner, we were working with the Security Group Africa. By then it was Security Group Mombasa Limited.
Yes.
And we were both working as sales executives. But inside me there was this desire to break out and venture into business on my own, because you see, with employment you never get to maximize your potential. So I registered the company in May, that is 2011, but it was not until December of the same year that we actually ventured into business.
The choice of a business name is very important. He opted for a name that defines their target market.
We thought of corporate safety solutions because under safety you have a diverse range of products and services, and security being amongst them. But our major point of concern was on security. We thought that based on our experience with our former employer and the network we had, we would have it easier in security.
Lireri argues that the best enterprises don't necessarily need much capital to initiate. They're about big ideas that clients can believe in and buy into them. This is the story that defines his entry into the security venture.
A business is not about cash capital, it's idea capital. We sold up an idea to one of our first clients called Makupa Transit Shed, located right inside the port of Mombasa. And at that time they wanted a CCTV system. They've had one, but it wasn't serving them well. So they called us and we did a presentation. And the project was a combination of CCTV and access control. And the total value was over 5 million shillings. And that's the time we were just started. We didn't even have an office. We were operating from a bureau. Even the proposal, we did it from a bureau.
Corporate Safety Solutions Limited is a fast-growing safety and security consultancy firm based in Mombasa. They provide services to a wide range of corporate clientele.
We do electric fencing, or what you call perimeter protection. We do CCTV. We do biometric access control systems. We do automated gates. Anything security. Last year we diversified into guarding.
The company has made security provisions their highest priority. It has continued to develop innovative tailor-made solutions to satisfy clients.
What keeps you soldiering on? What makes you not give up?
I think it's the passion. It's the passion, because for you to move on, you must keep that passion going. Don't let it die, because you see, it's something that you really wanted to do. It's something that you really wanted to go out there and do, and you're in it already. So you keep up the passion and keep on doing. And then that determination that tomorrow, if I look at where I was on day one and where I am right now, I see progress.
The business has a high monthly turnover and targets a clientele comprising of the corporate market and high-end residential areas.
We've had people like Makupa Transit Shed with their sister company Boss Freight. We've had Signon Freight. We've done some systems for them in their Mombasa office. Chai Trading Center. We are at this, I think, the third phase of their CCTV system. We did phase 1, which we completed, phase 2, and we are now doing phase 3. We have a monthly turnover of about 3.5 M.
A rise in insecurity has seen a growing demand of security services and a growing number of new players in the industry. This has made competition in the industry skyrocket.
In the last 2 years, if you check Mombasa alone, there have been over 50 new security firms entering the market, over 50. So yes, new ones. So everybody feels, I can start a security firm. So that is one challenge. Another challenge is now the dominance of the big players. They've been there, they've dominated the market, they've cut out that niche for themselves, and to penetrate it, you really need to convince the market that you're also a serious player.
The company has devised special ways of being ahead of its competitors.
Once we install our system for you, we always make a follow-up. Another thing is that when we are awarded a job, we try to do it within the set deadlines.
He acknowledges that strategies employed in marketing for security products are different from the ones employed in normal products due to its delicate nature.
The modern marketing trend is not necessarily billboards and all that. We are very quiet, very silent, but we do flyers on emails. We knock on doors. That's more effective, telling people, hey, we are here and this is what we offer. We have a website.
The company has been on a steady growth path and is working to have a presence in all major Kenyan cities.
In the next 2 years, we'll be knocking doors in Nairobi. We are looking at Lamu, because Lamu is expanding, and we're already setting our eyes there with the LabSet project and with all the infrastructure coming up. We know Lamu is going to really pick up.
They believe there are vast virgin opportunities and that their investment in people, materials and technology has seen them enhance efficiencies in their areas of expertise.
Advice to someone who is already an entrepreneur, and they are going through that rough time.
Rough times are there not to destroy you, but to strengthen you, to challenge your mind, to challenge your capabilities, and to challenge your endurance. You must be able to endure hard times. There's no business that doesn't go through hard times.
Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs, co-founder, chairman and CEO, Apple.
Welcome back to the show. My name is Paul K. Mwaora. I am at City Mall in Nyali to meet one person who came back to Kenya to do business in Mombasa because he knew this is a lucrative place to do business. And I am talking about one person called Wondersen Kassie. So I'm going to meet him at the restaurant so that we can have the interview.
Located on the 3rd floor of City Mall, Bamburi, Sheba restaurant is one of the most popular Ethiopian restaurants attracting both locals and tourists. The restaurant offers a large number of foods and offers people a chance to experience diverse Ethiopian cuisine. The story behind the initiation of this restaurant can be summed up in 2 words: courage and determination.
As a young age, I came to Mombasa my uncle is living here. So I came to Mombasa, and I have a friend called Nadim. We do transport and clearing forwarding. We used to do that, and I lived 6 years in Mombasa, and I went to Australia. Australia, I lived 10 years, and Mombasa as a teenager, you know, I had the whole happy time. So Mombasa's home for me. So I come back to Mombasa to do business.
The proprietor of the Ethiopian restaurant has lived in Kenya for over 10 years now and has vast experience in the entertainment field.
In Australia, I used to have an Ethiopian restaurant called Blue Nile. Most of my time I spent on entertainment. I was doing a bit of DJ also, and after 2 years and a half I sold the restaurant. I did a coffee shop. Also I did it for 2 years. Then I drive a bit of cab also, taxi in Australia. Then I come back to Mombasa. I entered to construction business with my friend of mine, Nadim again. We did a construction business with him. Then, you know, when your heart is always entertainment's been for me in my blood. So I did everything on entertainment, from cleaner, barman, managing the place, all the things. Then I have a dream when I was a young boy to have a club like that. So I tried to set up this place, and thanks God.
Sheba prides itself to add unique and beautiful culture to the Mombasa dining, nightlife and entertainment scene. The venue also boasts of a rooftop lounge and a bar area serving over 100 different types of cocktails.
The name Sheba, is it Ethiopian, and maybe what does it mean?
Very Ethiopian.
Very
it is the Queen of Sheba.
Queen of Sheba.
Queen of Sheba was a queen in Ethiopia, and she was leading from Yemen to Madagascar. If you see the map, all Africa almost at the time. This is during King Solomon time.
Dining in Ethiopia is characterized by the ritual of breaking injera and sharing food from a common plate, signifying the bonds of loyalty and friendship.
Okay. And being in a very, very, you know, high-end place, what kind of clientele do you get, and who do you expect here to come here?
Well, when I start here, we introduced the 1,000 shilling entrance fee, and it is redeemable, 1,000 shilling all. And people, they disagree with me. This place will die. People, they underestimate Mombasa. Mombasa is, we have a lot of clients. We have more than what we expect. If you give them a place, if you give them the right thing, the people are there.
The proprietor got capital to initiate this business from the savings he made from his previous other businesses.
When I'm working every day, whatever I get the money, I'm putting it in, back to the business.
Like, how much money did you start with, if you can say? Someone wants to know, probably they are saving their money.
About 6 to 7 million to start with.
Okay.
But so far we spend at Sheba is about 24 million. You see, the income, mostly what we are paying here is the rent is very expensive. The rent plus the electric bill and water bill, gas bill is totally, it's about 1 million shilling per month.
Despite the cost of operation of his business being high, he makes an average profit of 1.5 million shillings every month. From his experience, he preferred relocating his business to Kenya since the operation cost of a similar restaurant in Europe is way too high.
In Australia, the minimum labor wage is $12 per hour. So it is very hard. Sometimes the staff taking more money than you do.
He has given employment to 41 members of staff, and his success can be summed up by his choice of location, the target market, training his workforce, and a good customer service.
you can open the best club, you know, the best thing, the best nightclub, but it's not the place, it's not the decoration. At Sheba, we don't have anything, decoration or anything. But first of all, you have to have your staff, proper staff. You know, your staff, training. You have to believe on training. I train my staff before open 1 month, full 1 month I train them myself, always. Because as I told you, I know this job from cleaning to the top. So I did it by myself. I trained them 1 full month. Then every month we have a training session. We do the training. And the other thing is, you give them the freedom to work, your staff. You don't interfere, I don't interfere. Unless I see mistakes, then I tell them the next day, don't do this. Here at Sheba, you can ask any staff, we are a family.
Despite insecurity affecting the hospitality business during this spell, he has put up measures that have seen his business prevail.
We have about 6 securities, bouncers. So we are checking everybody coming in. Even if you go to the toilet coming back, we still check you.
He is working towards expanding his business and opening a new branch in Nairobi in the near future. He believes that many people fail in life because they limit themselves to what they think they can do.
You have to love your job. That's the key. You have to love your job. You know, when you go to work, you cannot stretch yourself and you have to be happy. You know? So you have to know what you are doing. The first thing, for me, entertainment is the best job. I love it. I cannot get tired.
He asserts that one can go as far as they want if only they believe and follow their dreams.
What is the recipe for success in this country? I've always said, combine the industry of the Kikuyu of Kenya, add a dose of the loyalty of the Kamba of this country, add a dash of the energy of the Luhi of this country, add a dose of the clamor for perfection and the little pride of the Luo, and you have a perfect recipe for success. It can be done. It can be done. It can be done. But only if you play your part.
We have come to the end of the show, hoping that you liked it and enjoyed. As for me, I learned something from our last guest, Wonduwossen, that treat your business as your child, nurture it and guard it. We value your feedback. Continue getting in touch with us with our social media pages that are on your screen right now. Facebook is KTN The Entrepreneur. Twitter handle is KTN Entrepreneur. Use also the SMS number that is on your screen, and even the email entrepreneur@standardmedia.co.ke. It is goodbye and God bless you from our team right here in Mombasa. See you next week.